Alrighty. Hope everyone's had a good weekend. Okay, I'm a little exhausted from mine, but yep, I basically spent the morning, well, watching a lot of Baldur's Gate streams, most notably his cursednesses, but yeah, besides the point, webcam's working. Hope everyone's having a good day. Cosplay-wise, just about ready to get this casted so I can actually have the ears done for this, which is good because I think we're actually getting towards the end game. I'm also 3D printing Sam Saran's blaster, so obviously I've had to cut it into parts. Hey Enfys, your game my end? No comment. Yep, fancy seeing me in my own channel, Enfys. Yeah, so I'm having to reprint this part at the moment, because I don't know if it's obvious on the camera, but just not level. So it doesn't quite mesh up properly. Hey Nellis. Oh, sorry for hitting the mic. So yeah, I'm waiting for more resin to arrive, so that's just gonna be printing out this evening. Hey Jan, how's it going? The left part was just a tad too big. Story of my life. Okay, let's get this going. Feels kind of weird to be streaming Pathfinder Kingmaker now there's a new Baldur's Gate game out. While I was doing my makeup, I was actually watching a popular YouTuber channel that does cosplay props, making Shadowheart or whatever her name is, little floaty artifact thing. The prop. Okay. Just check this is all okay. Properties. I had it set to Zelda from last week. Pathfinder Kingmaker. Okay, there we go. Now you can all see that. Oh yeah, sorry about my voice, by the way. It's been it was a kind of a busy weekend, and I was in the bakery, so you'd think I'd need to speak to less people in the bakery, but no, customers always have questions about the damn bakery. And then I GM'd a Pathfinder game yesterday evening. Hey, Icky. Greetings, BisectedBrioche. Yep, I am a type of bog made entirely of beads. How'd you know? Oh, yep. Can we get a shout out for Icky? Or he is a streamer, and a good one. Thank you, Nellis. Ah, yep, so last week I wandered around here a bit. I met a fairly interesting monk to the south who offered me a quest. Now I feel like this is the end game, so I'm not sure I actually have. I kind of want to, because it's basically telling me, oh, by the way, your kingdom's about to be destroyed. Better get going. So I don't really want to sort of speak to her right now, but I mean, I don't want to do her quest if that's timed, because, oh, as anyone who knows me will know, I'm not really a fan of time limits on stuff. So I might have to just ignore that quest. Your last stream was discoloured. I don't think I remember that one. Unless it's one you're about to do.
I'll share my path.
Yeah. I'm feeling... I did Oh, other things I did today, I did some adulting, in that I booked my car's MOT, which I have to admit was difficult, not because it's a particularly strenuous task, but because I have kind of suffered really bad anxiety on the phone. Yep, I called the nearest mechanics, organised the MOT, so that's getting done next week. About a day after it's due, but I won't be driving the car. I mean, it's due on the 13th, but I've got the MOT on the 14th, and I don't have anything else to do that day, so I can literally just drive it. And legally speaking, I'm okay driving it to the MOT itself. Icky, lovely kingdom you have there. Sure would be a shame if something happened to it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Discoloured is a first-person puzzly game. You win colour back to the world, about 2 hours long. Okay, that sounds kind of cute. Oh, stuff's happening. You grave-rotting imbecile. You broke it. Really, Gnarly Witch? You seek aid from these pathetic creatures? Okay, I'm not going to read all that out. Oh, damn. I guess they're just playing Pokemon. See you yesterday. Meet the legendary Eldest of Time 3 times. What? Shark of the Many. The figure before you wears grey robes, yet the body beneath them flickers, changing age, gender and race. One moment an ancient elven man, the next a young human woman, then a tattooed dwarf, and so on. They raise an eyebrow. Well, did you care for us? Our grand old friends, and their grand old habit of speaking in riddles. Get what for you? Oh, that's right. You don't know about that yet, do you? Honestly, we don't know how you people can only handle moving one way through time. But that's besides the point. We need you to retrieve the first crown for us. What's the first crown? A magical bauble. The enchanted crown of the first king whose kingdom Nerissa destroyed. We gave it to the Gnarly Witch as a token of her regard. But now that the wriggling man is the nymph's current favourite, he feels it rightfully belongs to him. They've been fighting over it for weeks. Where can I find it? In the course of their fighting, the Gnarly Witch and wriggling man accidentally broke the crown into 3 pieces. The magical backlash teleporting each piece somewhere within this forest. If we knew exactly where, we wouldn't need you to search for them, would we? Exactly, Icky. Pokemon got a tentacle. What's in it for me? You're after the self-styled nymph queen, yes? While we won't punish her directly, Nerissa's recent overreach annoys me. Bring us the crown and we promise you an easier time overthrowing her. Why do you want it? A good rule for surviving the First World is never to ask a Fey Lord why. Honestly, most mortals are overjoyed to get a divine quest. Let's just say that the crown has potential to make significant ripples in this timeline. And we'd like to guide them in a positive direction. We could guess it ourselves, of course, but there are... Shaka waves vaguely. Politics. Okay, I'll do it. Excellent. Be here when you return. Tell me what you want from me. Okay, already done that. Yep, enough about that for now. This isn't the first time we meet, but I'm still curious. Who are you? Our name is Shika. As some call us the many, we are of the eldest, they gods of the first world. We embody that which you think of as time, entropy, and reincarnation. Hey Nick, how's it going? Oh yep, you were streaming Baldur's Gate 3 earlier, which was fun. Exactly, Nerlus. Gotta find the Shark and Jewels. And I know, right, Icky? Time cops. They're the worst kind of cops, nearly as bad as sage cops. Yeah, having chat used for an evil run through is definitely a time. Although I believe well, I don't believe, I know for a fact the Twitch integration wasn't working properly. Now, if Namona's taught me anything, these are very dumb questions to ask, but... Why does your face shift like that? Why, you're the bald one, aren't you? Our form changes because there have been many Shikers, and there will be many more. Long ago, we decided to live interspersed rather than sequentially, so that we could each experience all of eternity. It's far more interesting that way. Exactly, Nellis. Quote number 749, that was a Nimona reference. Nick, they were expecting 100,000 concurrent players on launch and got 700,000, so you imagine the servers are swamped right now. Ah yeah, I think you said that on the stream. Good news for them, I suppose. Oh yeah, I mentioned earlier I was watching Punish Props cosplay YouTube channel. Making well, while I was doing my makeup, I was watching a video of them making Shadow Heart's artifact thing. And they mentioned this something I didn't know before. The devs for Baldur's Gate 3 are actually the Pillars of Eternity devs. Icky, they are the worst cops, and were the worst cops, and will be the worst cops. Yeah. They're the good bad. They're the, well, although they can actually play good cop, bad cop, because they can time paradox themselves into being good cops. Nick, you're full of 3 different types of Basil now. So good times. Basil? Kiara! Can we get a shout out for Kiara, please? I don't think you streamed this morning, or if you did, I missed it. But yep, for those who don't know, Kiara does a very chill hangout stream every morning, most mornings, which is well worth catching. And I'm good. Exactly, Iki. 3 types of sage is indeed very middle class. Like, oh, you're still with your boyfriend, fair enough. Hope you're both having fun. And yeah, I'm good. I managed to book my car's MOT, so that's enough adulting for the day. I'm just going to worry about cosplay stuff and this stream for the rest of the day. I'm just waiting for a giant bottle of 3D printed resin to arrive so I can reprint the last part of Sam Surround's blaster pistol. And I'm going to get the silicone mold made for that ear finally so I can get those ears done. Because really we're near the end of this game and I really should have that cosplay done, you know? Nick, the devs of Pillars of Eternity made Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Baldur's Gate 3 is the ones who did Divinity Original Sin. Ah, that was it. Kiara had a bit of an argument about Elden Ring and how to play it, but you're fine. Ah. Nick, oh, Beamdog did one. Oh yeah, Baldur's Gate's one of those franchises that's moved about a fair bit because of the way, well, D&D's licensing's been a bit nowhere near as eclectic as Games Workshop's licensing, but Icky, MOT as you call it, your 2 annual long walks to and from the mechanic. Yeah, I think I've convinced someone to give me a lift to and from. Because I am decadent like that. Although, I suppose to be fair, the mechanics isn't far enough away, I couldn't walk it. It'll be like a 30 or 45-minute walk, and who has time for that? Like, I'd have to walk past the university and deal with students. And like, if you're a MS student, they're like the nicest people possible. It's literally that trans woman crosses the road to avoid strangers being understanding and accepting. They're too nice. Icky, I promised I don't ever use my tiefling pass for good. Did I? Yeah, exactly. For chaos. Well, Nick, evil options always make me feel bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll do them sometimes, but they still make me feel bad. Like, to be fair, I think the way I play Grounded is basically just literally me wanting to play a chaotic character, but also not wanting to be mean about it, which is typically how I play tabletop RPGs and CRPGs. Oh yeah, there's a game here, speaking of. What does an eldest want with me? What does every god want, child? Quick and obedient service, with a minimum of annoying questions. You morsels often leave something to be desired in that respect. We hope you'll prove us wrong. Okay, so answering a god's call is literally working retail. Maybe I should show more respect to paladins. Does Nerissa know you're here? No. Trust us when we say that you'll find it all better for all involved if you keep it that way. Pleasure to meet you. We assure you, the pleasure is ours. Are those two? The Nurly Witch and the Wriggling Man are Nerissa's chief advisors. The witch is a priestess of the Hag Goddess, twisting plans to her whim. The Wriggling Man was a mortal wizard who sought undeath as a swarm of grave worms. They're Nerissa's most powerful allies. They absolutely despise each other. Recently, they've been battling over the first crown. That was fun. I was even hoping for an encore. Why can't it always be like that? Our enemies fight each other, and we get to watch them and clap. Yep, that was literally a Pokemon battle. Thank you for the quote, Emphis. Icky, question, do you have any role-playing games where you control a warship? And are they called CRPGs? I mean, the Sunless Sea. Why do they hate each other? A creature like Nerissa has no true friends, but she rewards her allies well. Both the Nurly Witch and the Wriggling Man seek to be her right hand, ruling her so-called kingdom by her side. Neither of them are the sharing sort. You say he's made of worms? Okay, so he's a worm that walks. I wonder if that's actually copyrighted by wizards. It's amazing the lengths you mortals will go to avoid death. Honestly, the whole mortality business seems like a hassle. We're glad the First World doesn't bother. What's the first crown? Okay. Who are the Nurly Witch and the Wriggling Man again? Okay. We'll meet again. Rather, we already have. I like this guy. Saucer. Okay, heal us up, Lindsay. I think we took some splash damage from there. And yep, we're going to look some crown shards then. This place has ended up a mess. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to loot bodies on here, but I suppose they're summoned creatures, so they won't really have anything on them. Hey, Maxting. Oh, good lord, so to speak. Exactly. Emotional labour. Just smile and nod, smile and nod. That lava-looking floor looks really painful to walk on / over. Yeah, it looks... I think it's cool enough that the only effect is volcanic ash. Using perception, though. Anywho, we need to find bits of that crown, so we will find bits of that crown. We got here. Okay, a swarm. Guess we need some fire.
I don't tolerate threats.
Oh, bloody heck. And an immense mandragora. This calls for a fireball. I think I can sneak attack now. Right. Okay, Lindsay. Where did Hayes go? Oh wow. Oh well, sorry, not knock. And yeah, it is quite glowy. But you know, magic. Also graphical limitations. But a bit of magic, you know. And yes, you're right, Nellis. It does look kind of like a Pikmin boss. If you're mostly used to the battle maps in this game, this map looks huge. Yeah, it has a few, especially in plot critical areas, it has quite a few open areas. With a ton of quests in it. Okay, Amiri, Okov. And Jubilost. Burn them. Burn them all. Oh no. Okay, that has a lot of HP. I do not like this at all.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Okay, that is absolute nonsense.
Whatever the rest of you are doing, protect me!
Come on. Okay, that's good.
I'm getting killed here.
Okay. He's gonna drop another fireball. Still not quite got rid of him. Okay, Knock Knock has been enchanted somehow. What's going on with Knock Knock? Okay, he's been confused. Great. Luckily he doesn't have a flank, so...
Protect me, please.
And it's down. Okay, good. Kanara. Okay, let's hope this works.
And down.
Okay, Lindsay can't do anything. Amiri, see if you can finish this. Ubelos, see if you can finish this. Hell, that was harsh.
I should withdraw for a time.
Listening as hard as I can.
Okay, Lindsay's trying to stab Kanara to death, but she can't because she's a weedy little bard.
Protect me, please.
Yeah, Lindsay mostly has that spear because it gives her bonuses to her spell casting. She's not exactly a,
What troubles you? I wrote it like I saw it. Adventures call to them.
Okay, what's going on here? Where's my, menu gone?
I should withdraw for a time. Just letting the ink dry.
Okay, I can't do anything until she's unconfused.
Me? Where now?
I have a ton of those scrolls of fireballs. Notice game audio is a bit low. Mic volume's good. Uh, yeah, I might have had it turned down from, Yep, hopefully that's a bit better. And you might have to head off at the top of the hour. That's fine. And yes, the new Pikmin has got a bit weird. Okay, oh good, she's nearly unconfused.
Protect me, please.
Ow!
I should withdraw for a time.
Okay, so she can't... Oh wait, yeah, I've got treat,
A simple smile goes a long way.
affliction.
Protect me, please.
I'm not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed. I'm not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed.
Well, this has left me in a bit of a bind. Okay, she shrugged it off.
Lindsay the Magnificent? Lindsay the Illustrious? Something more simple, like Lindsay the Great?
A
Maybe
delay
Lindsay the
poison, that's
Indecisive.
not what I need. I need to remove poison. Neutralize poison. Oh wait, is it worn off? Okay, it's worn off. Let's take a bit of a break. Oh, I can't camp when enemies are nearby.
What troubles you?
Okay, so I've got a ton of strength damage here, which is kind of an issue for Amiri at least.
Please, do tell. I am ready.
At least one of the tieflings can cure themselves, I guess. Maxing, King's 4 got to use heal checks every few times despite having very little investment in the skill because of poisons. He should really get back to this trail tracker, Queencraft and malarkey, but you keep getting distracted. Yeah, it's one of those games that really demands your time, isn't it? Have we got anything in here? Recrest comb. Okay, I guess I can give that to the guy.
Done with waiting.
Right. So Amiri uses strength a lot, so gonna have to see if I can get something for this. Oh yeah, does not Noxlav restoration.
Knock knock hears. With ears.
Oh, it's basically got an item that lets him use cast restoration. So that's nice. Right.
An ambush, eh?
So there's apparently still enemies around nearby. Okay, treants. Treants don't have poison, so that's I can deal with. Oh wait, no. They're friendly. What's up? The forest here looks blasted apart by a meteorite, complete with fallen trees and a crater at its centre. Surrounding the crater are several huge twisted trees. Suddenly the trees turn to look at you, and a jagged maw opens in one of the trunks. With a voice like a creaking wood, the treant says, "Who disturbs the prayers to our fallen friends, or of the wriggling man's obscene minions?" Used to take magic. There are plenty of lingering traces of magic from the battle between the wriggling man and the Gnurly witch. However, the piece of the first crown shines brighter than any of them. It's obvious that the first crown is a remarkable and mysterious magical item. Okay, so I can bluff. And I need to roll at least an 11 for that. Let's give it a go. Failed. The treant frowns. "You are not of the witch's brood. You are a rot. An infestation. We'll cut you out." Crack.
Best kind of fight.
Yeah, it's a high number, but it's kind of normal for Pathfinder. It doesn't have bounded accuracy, so you tend to find things just get more and more escalated. These aren't fricking around, are they? Stunning blow. Well, I'm sure it's pretty interesting.
Be easier if you not fight back.
Oh, Emiri's still blinded. I should do something about that.
Tear them apart!
I mean, she has blind sight, so it's not really too much of an issue. Oh, apparently chat disconnected and reconnected. Yep, did I missed anyone's comments? Okay, haste. Another one. And another one. I think I might have to go back and try and talk myself out of this.
I'm leaking red all over myself.
Okay, that's a couple of them at least. Turns out they can't survive if they're exposed to too much fire. Which, to be fair, is a weakness of most things. Hey DJ, how's it going? Thank you for giving the shout out, Nolus. Maxting, you'd be really interested to play a character who's good at bluffing. Yeah, to be fair, this game sort of rewards high charisma or high bluff, well, that sort of general build characters anyway, just because as a monarch you tend to have to do a lot of negotiating on your own. So my boat, although to be fair I've got quite high bonuses just with the items I found. I think even if I win this fight I might load and see if I can just talk my way out of it. Sorry, knock knock.
Serves you right.
Oh, here comes the other one.
You offend me.
Yes, blinding critical. Well, irrelevant because it's dead now, but... Miss Concealment. That would be an excellent drag name, I guess. DJ, you're having lunch and taking a break from the other day? Nice. Maxting. Thing is, if achieving a bluff 40 regularly, you feel like you have a decent chance of convincing the rank and file that you're a god who's just temporarily stuck in a mortal body. Or at least a god. Yeah, well, I think that feels like the natural 20 problem. You know, there should be a logical... there should be a sort of a logical limit to what you can achieve, even if you statistically can roll it. Like, Blaze gets around it with the effect system. But obviously you don't want that kind of player who just keeps trying to ask every monarch to marry them until they roll a natural 20. But yeah, Pathfinder obviously doesn't use banded accuracy like D&D 5th edition does. So DCs sort of escalate. So the equivalent of a DC 30 in Pathfinder would be a DC 50. But at the same time, a DC 30 would still be a DC 30 for a low level character. It's just that a DC 50 is very hard even for a high level character. That makes sense. Have removed blindness at all? Didn't think so.
You deserved it. And Lindsay was called forth.
First crown fragment. Hey,
The dangers don't frighten me.
the thing has been acquired. Now I'm just going to save and see what I can achieve by just talking. Does that drain quite a few resources? maxing the penalty for a lie. Oh. In 3.5 and Pathfinder, it's very dependent on who you're dealing with, so a very powerful PC does rather tower for a random blacksmith. And there's penalties for trying really big lies that require a really good pitch, which basically means that if you have a plus 30, you're going to have trouble lying to someone with a mere plus 10 sense motive if you're trying something outlandish. Oh yeah, that makes sense now. I mean, to be fair, the sun might often get away with lying brazenly, but...
Done with waiting.
Liverpool's... They went a step too far in Liverpool. Okay, I think I had removed blindness here somewhere. Yes. Acid, resist cold, resist fire, restoration. Reduce person, remove blindness. Alright, let's try this again.
Now you don't.
Exactly. Liverpool gets bonuses. Okay, detect magic. On friends, what happened here? The wriggling man happened. Adrian's words are slow and sad. His attempt to steal the first crown from our mistress, he broke it. Magic blasted upon this grove. Stand among the corpses of beloved trees. We must pray for the healing of this place, then return this hateful crown to its rightful owner, the Gnarly Witch. Okay, so that's to actually reduce the bluff DC. If you hate the crown so much, let me take it to the witch. Why'd the wriggling man try to steal the crown? Why does the wriggling man do anything? Because he's a vile, disgusting creature who plans to rob our mistress of her place in the Nymph's Queen's side. He is the rot in the wood, weed to be pulled, the larvae that devour a forest. The Gnarly Witch will cure the 1,000 breaths of his sickness. Okay, neutral good, sorry for your loss, but I kind of want to say that, but I want to stay chaotic neutral. Okay, I'm gonna be nice. Doing literally the thing I said I was doing. As we are. The treant returns back to his prayers. Okay, let's try bluff 35. We've got a plus 29. If you hate the crown so much, let me take it to the witch. Success. Okay, I got a ton more experience for that. Treant ponders this for several moments. At last he says, "That is wise. You could take the crown to the Gnarly Witch for us, while we comfort the grieving forest." Okay, lovely. That's a much better outcome. Wouldn't it be funny if the crown was actually just something Narissa had got in a cereal box or something? Hifu, chaotic neutral option. Sorry for your loss. With alternating caps. Can I nab? Yeah, in theory. Oh yeah, no enemies nearby at the moment, so I'm good. Okay, and hopefully Amiri can hunt. Yep. Hunt. Let's see what I can cook. Chocolate ice cream. Okay, I don't have any butter for that. +5. It is nice. Big spider legs. +3 to fortitude. +1 to AC, that's tempting. Haggis, +1 to all saving throws. A lot of things just give you +1 to saving throws. Purple soup. Yeah, we'll go for spider legs. Maxting, +1 to saves is nice, even if it's very mild. Oh yeah, every +1 counts in this. Nick, you always read alternating captures in a mocking sing-song voice. So like, I'm sorry for your loss. Wait, sorry for your loss? Wait, like, oh really? Sorry for your loss? Yeah, that's it. Fun fact, as soon as I think about talking, I lose the ability to talk. Oh cool, that actually removed any strength damage. And everyone's still in stealth, I guess. That's how it works.
Stealth ahead.
Oh, anywheres. Unless you think any kind of mocking tone would work, depending on the situation. Icky, you just had a lovely chocolate fudge brownie with caramel sauce and vanilla ice cream, and you said it's over. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Yeah. Speaking of, this is probably going to be kind of a short stream because I want to get the cosplay-related stuff done. In fact, I just got a note telling me my printer resin's been delivered, so I can start up the rest of that Samus Aran pistol print. But you know, I might actually make myself like a delicious chocolate dessert if I've got the ingredients for it somewhere. Icky, your brain is quantum locked. As soon as you're being observed, it locks up. And yes, Icky, package.
The dangers don't frighten me.
That's a pretty big impact crater. Seriously though, those poor trees. Dead spider? Okay. Someone other than me has been killing spiders. Can't say I disapprove. Unless I killed them last stream and forgot. I know, couldn't have come up here before. Oh, Max Sting redeemed cosplay suggestion. Curly Brace from Cave Story. Oh yeah, I actually several years ago when I made my first attempt at making a bodysuit, I actually wanted to make a white bodysuit so I could cosplay Curly Brace without having to use too much body paint. I really should get back on that. Because I want to make a bodysuit for, you know, a proper Zero Suit Samus cosplay. Nikki, you can't see the word spider without hearing Baldur's Gate 3 narrator saying hungry spider. And I agree, Max Ting. Curly brace is so cool. Like, I think if you actually have the Cave Story DX or whatever it is, and you set it to include holiday rides, she's actually cosplaying Samus Aran, which is amazing. Here you can't see the word spider without hearing Baldur's Gate 3 narrator saying hungry spider. Notice, you know, people eat some kinds of bugs. You wonder if bug meat can taste good enough that people would eat giant bugs if we had them. Well, I've had cricket protein, and that's quite tasty. Although it's basically been processed into a point where it's indistinguishable from any other type of protein. And I think I've heard a theory that basically crunchy stuff tastes good because insects are actually a very good source of protein. So yes, I think if we had large cuts of insects, meat would be quite tasty. I mean, go back a few millennia, well, a few hundred millennia, to when the atmosphere had much more, well, no, I think this is going back millions of years now, when the atmosphere had much more oxygen in it, and insects could actually get quite big. Oh yeah, I'd assume some insects do taste terrible. It would probably depend.
I'll share my path.
I mean, like, a fair few insects probably just make themselves taste terrible. Oop, something dinged. What dinged? The rock dinged. Ancient elven bead.
How cute!
Okay, so maybe this isn't entirely endgame, because, you know, we must return to the curator at some point to turn on all this loot. Okay, we're at the ruins of a castle.
This is my time to shine.
Okay, this is just where we killed the thing. I mean, not the thing. Can you imagine if D&D and... I wonder if someone statted out John Carpenter's The Thing. I mean, to be fair, Nick did have a sort of an Among Us session. Exactly, Nellis. This rock dinged someone's house key. Okay, we're at the upper level of this castle. It's probably more advantageous. Nick, the gibbering mouther is one option, but you prefer the U-blocks for a truly horrific way to do it. I mean, the gibbering mouther mechanically would be like the thing when it attacks, but you know, it's not really a sort of a subtle creature, is it? You're not going to be stranded in an isolated test station. Oh, exactly, Max Sting. One of the scary things about the thing is it's not even sort of suggested that you might not even be aware you are infected. Oh, Knock's favourite is spider legs, so he gets a bonus on stealth checks as well.
The dangers don't frighten me.
And that's actually kind of one of the little things I like. Certain companions get extra bonuses from certain foods. So like Amiri gets a massive bonus. From baked chicken thighs and wings because, you know, she's that kind of girl. What have we got here then? Oh! A booby trap. But we've got a chain shirt, +5. Okay. Treat affliction. Gets them every time. Oh, frack. Okay, so that's just a +5 chain shirt, which isn't anything to write home about. Hey, it's loot.
Done.
And yeah, the Thing is an absolute masterpiece of, especially John Carpenter's Thing is an absolute masterpiece of practical effects and horror. Nick, the Ublex would be what you need for subtlety. So is the Ublex named after that one Dr. Seuss book?
Can you make an epic pose?
Oh.
I need inspiration.
Oh no. Lots of red caps.
Taste my fury.
Lots and lots of red caps.
Tear them apart!
Stand down.
Knock-knock's used to lighting enemies on fire first. Hey, yeah, yeah.
Icky, the Thing on the list, a sequel where a Thing infiltrates a society and spends 2 hours trying to get an appointment at the DMV. Yeah, The Ring's one of those movies. I mean, it's a good horror movie, but it came out around the time where I just couldn't deal with horror movies. So I still haven't seen it. Okay, Lindsay, you've got this. Oops, hit knock knock.
I'm leaking red.
They really don't like knock knock, do they? Yeah, these things are pretty tough, and I kind of made a mistake here because two of my party members have the ability that lets them go ahead, well, move faster if they're stealthed. So they ended up rushing ahead of everyone and running into these guys while everyone was trailing behind. So yeah, split the party in the worst possible way. They are pretty clustered about though.
Protect me, please.
And explode. Okay. Now Gibelos can just nuke the lot of them. Okay, that was a loss of them. Got a few gems on them. Oh, everyone cluster up. I guess Lindsay can do a bit of healing.
Anything is possible.
Gaining the advantage is always smart.
Yeah, that could have gone a bit better, but hey ho. Oh, Max Sting's caught in advertising purgatory. Oh yeah, there were a bunch of purple worms ahead, weren't there? What's going on with those?
I'll share my path.
You got any thoughts, Rabbit? Oh wait, that's more of a hare, I guess. A bit large for a rabbit. Okay, we're just gonna let the Elder Purple Worms go about their business. I guess they hate towers. Vadrox the Huntsman. In a clearing ahead, the Satyr curses and hacks angrily at the stone pillar, trying to chip through a piece of a crown embedded incongruously on its surface. Around him, massive purple worms roll and breach in the churned earth. He turns in your direction. What? Who are you? No, wait, I don't care. Just get lost. Use detect magic. There are plenty of lingering traces of magic from the battle between the wriggling man and the Gnurly Witch. However, the piece of the first crown shines brighter than any of them. It's obvious that the first crown is a remarkable and mysterious magical item. What are you doing? None of your business. I'll get moving before I sick the worms on you. Neutral good, need some help? And have you steal my glory? Not a chance. The wriggling man will make me as chief huntsman after this. Okay, so if I roll a 20, that's 49, so I need at least a 15, a 16. That's not great odds. And exactly, Nerlus. I don't mean to brag, but I've had a huge purple worm slain. Okay, Shark of the Many asked me not to interfere. Okay, 40's a bit easier. Let's risk it. Failed. The satyr looks at you incredulously. You think I work for that skin bag? I'd sooner cut off my horns. But you apparently lack what my exquisite judge of character. Worms, attack them.
Charged forwards. Hey, wait for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can resolve this peacefully. Oh, thanks for the hydration posture checks, Nailus. Yeah, I didn't realise how much I needed that. And yes, this does indeed look like a bad time.
The danger.
Okay, so there's a piece of crown embedded in it. Surprised I can't just, up to it.
I'll share my path.
Okay, bluff 45. Let's hope for a miracle. Ooh. Rolled a 5. Liars, you think you can trick a satyr? You're the crone's toadies. My master's worms will devour your flesh.
Pose. I need inspiration.
If I had a penny for every time I heard that. I have seen a bit nervous. Presuming this is what you said you had to do at the top of the hour, so hope it goes well. Okay, let's guess on this side so we can't be pincered. Okay, a 13. Ooh, so close. If I've got anything that can buff my ability to bluff. Yep, skimming a lie check no less, as one does. I mean, this game was set up so, Max Sting, you assume nobody in the party has a glibness spell. Point.
Adventures call to them.
Oh yeah, Lindsay has good hope. Oh yeah, Inspire Heroics, is that +4? No, that's a +4 to saving throws and AC. Inspire Competence. Oh yeah, so that's a +5. Maybe I'll try that. I always forget bards can do this. Exactly, Nellis. Bluff, 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 bluff the Gormless Hunter. Keep thinking about archive binging Order of the Stick again. Because the run's nearly over.
The dangers don't frighten me.
But then that's, I think, like over 2,000 comics at this point. Max Sting, a morale bonus and a competent bonus should stack. That's true.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Okay, so Heroism gives you a morale bonus, +4. Spa Competence gives you a competence bonus. Okay, yeah, that's worth doing then. What's up here? Okay, so we're going to pause.
Anything is possible.
Lindsay is going to activate Spa Competence. Cast Heroism Greater on me. Okay, let's see. Okay, I've got a +33, so that makes this a bit easier. Let's see what happens. Success! Exactly, Max Sting. Order of the Stick is like Algunish Shive, and it's got a very big archive. The old Genius as well. That's one of those comics I love, but I've just never managed to read the whole thing. Order of the Stick's not so bad because I got into it early. I suppose I could say the same about 8-Bit Theatre, but that's not aged too well. The status expression crumbles, his ears dropping. Why? I was doing such a good job. He looks to the worms and grins darkly. Well, I won't stop you then. You can't fault me if the worms accidentally take a little nibble. Success. I rolled a 46, just passed, and that's 62,880 experience.
I don't tolerate threats.
Well, at least he's not fighting alongside them.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Oh wait, purple worms have really bad poison, don't they?
Stand down.
Oh yeah, free fall is also very long. Nick, purple worm. Good luck. Yep. Elder purple worms. Thousands of them. I might be a bit frags.
Tear them apart!
Critical miss, of course. Okay, we are going maximized. Okay, Lindsay, you have something for poison, don't you? Okay, that neutralizes it. Do you have anything to sort of prevent it? Guess not. Well, we're gonna shift to Spy Heroics. Going to cast Haste. Oh, okay, so the purple worms are retreating.
This spell has other uses. Be easier if you're not my man.
Yeah, I imagine because it's got Tremor Sense, the blindness doesn't do much. Here it comes.
You offend me.
They go down! Look at me, Gorum!
Okay, Kanara. Lay. Lindsay. We cast. Oop, let's cast some greater invisibility on me. Why not?
Now you see me. Now you don't.
It's true, you can't Tremor Sense someone who's not touching the ground. Kanara, target it. We can Jubilost. Here it comes.
Come here, Bax. Not gonna stand it.
Your time is over.
Just stack all those sneak attacks.
Serves you right.
Okay, which is closest to death? Icky, could we talk them down to swallow half instead of swallow whole? Oh yeah, they do have swallow whole, don't they, Nurlus? Not sure this game implements that. Might be quite complicated, but...
Which knife to use?
Okay, there's only one left. I'm gonna delay all my turns till after the worm. Because there's really not much point until it's merged again. Here we go.
Away, you rascal! Fall, you knave!
Phew. That wasn't so bad.
Letting the ink dry.
Yeah, that reminds
Listening
me.
as hard as I can.
What troubles you?
How do we get that crown? Max Sting, probably for the best they don't. In some ways it might be simple to implement, depending on how things are coded, but it'll be stuck. It would suck. Okay.
I'll share my path.
Okay. What do we have here? First crown fragment. Now what do we have here? The pillar where the crown piece was embedded.
How cute!
Okay, so he just had to walk up to it. All exercise for the purple worms was pointless.
This is my time to shine.
Oh yeah, I've got greater invisibility.
We'll do it the hard way.
Oops.
Stand down.
So let's have haste for a few turns.
Knock Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Bring it!
You deserved it. You offend me.
Just endless sneak attacks. Exactly. Hey Talkitty, how's it going? Those worms do swallow people whole. Yep. It's all very tremors. Yeah. I don't really have deafening as an option. I just gave quite a few characters the blinding critical because it's so useful. The one. Oh wow, they do have swallow. Oh well, grapple.
Be easier if you
Free
know
her,
how to
knock
fight
knock.
back.
times a miss.
Any last wishes? Your time is over.
Oh good, Amiri's free. Prone, but free. How do you like being prone?
Come here, Bat. Not gonna stab you. Huh. Hey.
It's down.
This is where I step in.
Maxting, you assume the CRPG doesn't have versatile critical. Yeah, I don't think so. Actually, I'm not sure it might. I know, it does have the rogue thing where you can select different, effects. So, for all I know, it does.
Tear them apart!
Yep, up you get, Amiri.
They go
Okay, you don't have enough actions to attack. Fair enough.
Away, you rascal!
Okay, where's the last one then? Okay. Oh, come the heck on.
Which knife to use?
Turns out purple worms aren't that difficult at this level. Or maybe this game's nerfed them a lot. I'll never know for sure. Here it comes.
Stand down.
Now I just have to wait for that worm.
You offend me.
Knock-knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Yeah, there was a... And everyone group back up. That purple worms are no big deal. At least for a party of what, level 15 I think we are? 16 adventurers.
I'll share my path. Now you see me, now you don't. Come at me, I dare you.
Okay, we've been seen. Primal Hydras.
Your time is over. Serves you right.
Be easier if you not fight back.
Cool, good job, knock knock. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Eyeballs. Guess you could say we're up to our eyeballs in Primal Hydra eyeballs.
Gaining the advantage is always smart.
So yeah, as I said, I'm probably going to keep this a short stream. So I might think about finishing up at around the 2 hour mark. I mean, hey, it'll give me a chance to catch up on the cosplay. But you know, I might keep going for another 30 minutes or so. I'm expecting to have more energy next week because, long story short, lots of people are off on holiday. And I've been asked to cover a lot of shifts in the bakery. Oh damn, what have we got here? Salim Gadfar. Just ahead, a man in the dark robes of a Pharasmin priest battles an enormous spiked beast. While he's holding his own with a magic sword, melted-looking hilt, the snarling beast has him cornered. Suddenly he catches sight of you. You there, help me move this thing. Who are you? My name's Salim. If you'll excuse me if we forego formal introductions. I'm not fighting for my life. Yep, as we can see, this is a pitched battle. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we've got a Kraglin on. Oh, so this is the creature that was
Away, you rascal!
we looked at we found the corpse of it before. Didn't realise they were upright serpenty dragons. Imagine trying to reflex save a rogue. Take that.
Bring it!
Okay, what's this guy gonna do? Oh wow, whole 31 damage. Okay, it's immune to fire. I really should have seen that coming. Do I even want to waste a haste here? Of course I do, I love haste. Go on, Jubilos, throw some acid.
Clever ploy.
You can always take a rest. now I'm gonna get like 5 sneak attacks. What's this AC like anyway? 34, so not that high. Ha! You missed.
Come here, back.
Okay, it's got some sort of fast healing. What do I need to get around that? Regeneration, cold iron. Wouldn't it be great if I had a cold iron weapon on me? Max Sting, you're in another room cooking, so you can't see/hear us all, but you're not in a position to type. Ah, so you can. Notice how incredibly awkward would it be to be a snake centaur, trying to slither everywhere, with your arms bonking into everything and dragging on the ground. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's literally a naga. Okay, so do I have anything with cold iron? Oh yeah, I had the cold iron bolts, but I gave those on Octavia, and she's obviously not here. I really should have brought myself a cold weapon for this occasion, shouldn't I? Well, maybe this guy's got one.
Tear them apart! Weak!
Oh yeah, cool, he has a cold iron weapon. Okay, we're just gonna save just in case. Exactly, why have all the huge things come out this week? Like, they make normal-sized enemies too, you know. The robe man nods gratefully at you. Thanks for the help. If Shark hadn't sent you, I'd have been in real trouble. He frowns. Of course, if Shark hadn't sent me out to this stupid shard, I wouldn't have been fighting that overgrown lizard in the first place. Who are you? Salim Gadafar, a servant of Pharasma. Pharasma being the goddess of death, whose thing is mostly getting very angry about the existence of undead. Oh, birth, death, and prophecy. So yeah, really doesn't like undead. I owe Shaka a favour, so I agreed to help them locate this first crown. Though it appears the crown is far more than I was originally told, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Shaka are as shifty as the damn death goddess. I like this guy. He worships a god, but doesn't trust him. Oh nice, I've heard of you. That'd make an awesome chapter in my book. I think I'd start it like this. Who is this mysterious man in black robes who fought alongside us against such a dreadful monster? And then I'd wait to give the answer for a while. Let the readers feel the suspense. I love how extra Lindsay is. Exactly, no less. We need cold iron for this guy. We left the icebox back at camp. You know, thinking about it, I really should have brought cold iron with me just because, you know, the main enemy of this campaign's the Fae. Did you just curse your own goddess? Salim laughs bitterly. I used to hunt priests back in Rahadum. You know, the atheist nation. I was an officer in the Pure Legion. Then I made some bad decisions and ended up as an indentured servant to the Lady of Graves. Let's just say the situation hasn't been easy on either of us. The nation of Radom in northwestern Gurund is unusual. It is the only nation to have forbidden the practice of any and all religions in the wake of the Oath Wars. Ah, yeah. The iconic Oracle in first edition was from there. So her thing was basically being cast out because she's the divine caster. Pun notwithstanding. Icky, you're awfully curious as to which word set up also mod there. Big lizard apparently. Wait, the term big lizard, oh god. I'd say never change also mod, but please change. Exactly, Icky. Also mod, you're on main. Max Ding, you hate that they're called atheists, not maltheists. You can see it if they literally don't believe in these things, but yeah. Like, you could be an atheist in this setting if you just believe the gods were just very powerful magical casters or something. It's not entirely accurate, is it? So let's see. You hunt priests? That's horrible. Yeah, a bit judgy. Lawful and neutral. Let's get back to business. Neutral sounds rough, buddy. Oh yeah, we're going to totally... That's rough, buddy, this guy. You have no idea. Can you imagine what it's like to wake up every morning as the exact thing you despise most? Salim shakes his head and smiles ruefully. I'll say one thing for this job, though. Serving the Lady of Graves means you get to put your thumb in the eye of all the other gods on a pretty regular basis. How do you know Shika? The eldest helped me with a job in Luvia once. It's a long story. I love it when you meet NPCs who are basically just another high-level adventure, and they have all sorts of stories to hint at. Nolus also mods a scaly. Icky giving out fashion info in a friendly manner. That's rough, buddy. Yeah, you'd have to collar that market. Are you a priest? The man looks uncomfortable. More of a detective, really. An inquisitor. I tracked down missing souls for Pharasma, the Lady of Graves. He laughs bitterly, and it looks like I just found another one. Oh yeah, so when we had the Inquisitor in our party, the undead lady, who obviously turned on her god and got lightning bolted. Obviously her main nemesis was the was another Inquisitor of Pharasma. I mean, Inquisitors are kind of interesting because they're basically they're basically to rogues as a paladin is to a fighter. They're sort of like a cleric rogue, flavoured as sort of an investigator who sort of hunts down and tracks enemies of their god. Icky, not a big market either. They mostly go for the no frills. Yeah, it's a stark contrast with some things. Lawful good? You mean you're looking for lost souls? You should visit the ruined village in the Nile Marches. I don't want to be lawful good, but that's the right thing to do. Thank you for the advice. I'll be sure to visit it. Keep being lawful. What do you mean another one? This is the crown of an ancient elven king named Lavoriel, ruler of the First Kingdom Nerissa destroyed. It's not just his crown. His soul has been tied to it, his ghost forced to serve its owner. While it's broken, he's trapped in there, unable to manifest. No wonder Neresa's cronies want it so bad. He shakes his head. Or Shika for that matter. You fight well. Will you join my quest? Sorry. Even if my grade-rotted master would allow it, I work alone. Oh, come on. Aren't even you an Inquisitor? Last one was kind of, feminicidal. I know in Wrath of the Righteous, one of the party members is basically a serial killer and has a side quest about that. So I guess it's kind of nice to have genuinely evil party members, or potential party members you might end up having to kill if you're not doing an evil run. It's definitely one of the things I think CRPGs seems to do a lot better than other sorts of game. No less, but Offler is a vengeful god. Trigger happy is what he... Psst. Yeah, we all love a good Discworld reference here. I don't know why, but I think the detail I remember most about Offler in Discworld is that his holy food is sausages. And there's that whole scene in, I think it was Going Postal, where Moist basically shows up and bribes a priest with really nice sausages. Okay, give me the crown fragment. Straight to the point, aren't you? Well, go on and take it. The damn Linenhorn swallowed it before I could grab it. I told Shika I'd track it down, but I wouldn't fight you for it. Especially after you just saved my beard. And of course there's a chaotic evil option to attack. If Shaka sent you, why didn't they tell me about it? Who knows why Shaka does anything. Perhaps they thought they'd already told you. For a god of time, they find it surprisingly difficult to keep it straight. What has or hasn't happened yet. Oh, Shaka's a DM. Oh yeah, Dorfel is a fantastic character. I loved how they had that whole thing about golems essentially being treated very poorly. Maxine, you think your favourite morally dubious party member in an RPG is Marvel, Frozone, or whatever in the first Star Ocean? I think I really enjoyed, I don't know if anyone's played Based in Katos, but literally the main character turns out to be evil. And like, to be fair, the player is their own entity in the world, so he betrays you as well. Oh yeah, Nola's quoting, Feet of Clay, I believe it was. The gods exist. It is not exactly evident. Lightning strike, atheist completely unharmed. I don't call that much of an argument. Although that does sort of imply Dorfel has the whole, he acknowledges gods exist, but, doesn't really necessarily believe they're actually gods. Actually, thinking about it, it's kind of interesting, because I know in the second Moist von Lipwig book, a golem basically, transitions, and I think that's actually my first exposure to the idea of gender as a performance. Obligatory, I'm doing improv comedy. Sweet, I think. Oh, I've got to keep moving. Goodbye. Safe travels. The man quirks a smile. How do you quirk a smile? And I know what they mean, but... yeah, that's probably it. Though I suspect we'll meet again. That's how things work when Shark is involved. It's a gate. Okay, so Kraglin on, we've got a silver ring, we've got gold, bloodstone, first crown fragment. Listen, You can talk all you want about proper precautions and things best left unknown and blah blah blah, but when someone gives you the simple piece of a magical artifact, I don't care who you are, you put that baby together. At last, the piece of the first crown slotted into place. As the last piece of the first crown slotted into place, the whole thing started glowing with a green light and humming. Oh, that's not good. You never want a green light. And that's when things got weird. Before we knew it, what was happening was somewhere else, an indistinct nowhere with misty walls glowing that same green. Before us floated an elven man, all dressed up like some sort of king. Except that he wasn't a normal king, because last time I checked, elves weren't see-through. And their skin didn't give off wisps of glowing smoke. He stared at us with his blank ghost eyes and said,
"You're neither witch nor worm. So who are you?"
So we told him. The truth, of course. The Ghost King nodded.
"My name is Leforiel, once called Leforiel the Wise. You're inside what was my pride and is now my prison, what you call the First Crown."
He gave an ugly smile. Behind him a door manifested in the fog. He gestured to it.
"Don't worry, unlike me I suspect you can leave whenever you like. Time is strange here. I don't know how many millennia have passed in your world since Nerissa destroyed my kingdom of Rushwood. Only that all memory of it has been lost, with you younger races building your nations atop its ashes. My people are long dead and scattered. Only I remain trapped in this half-life, denied my proper rest and forced to carry out petty tasks for whichever abomination bears my crown. All thanks to the Nymph Queen."
He looked expectantly at us expectantly, so we asked him more about his kingdom. The ghost smile looked pained. Behind him the fog swirled, forming an image of a beautiful forest city.
"God's my kingdom. It was a thing of beauty, a forest city that wove in the trees into its very walls. Now it's gone. Destroyed by Nerissa and swallowed up by time in the forest."
He laughed bitterly.
"I believe you know my realm as part of your so-called stolen lands. How appropriate, as even your oldest books have forgotten me, and why I while away the millennia here, banned by Nerissa as a bauble for her servants to squabble over."
So then we... Nurlus, if you bothered to retain anything of the Lord of the Rings movies, you better believe you'd be quoting stuff right now. Aragorn and the Ghost Army. Max Sting, make him do a single awesome thing for you, then ask how to destroy the crown forever because I'm royalty, so I have a bottom line to consider. I mean, that's how it goes. Okay, we asked him about Nerissa and his imprisonment. Succeeded a will check. What's the DC on the will check? Oh, damn.
"Nerissa."
Ghost snarled. And if we didn't already know he was a ghost, we wouldn't then. His face contorting in ways that would have broken a real elf skull. Behind him the fog swirled, forming an image of a beautiful elven city. He jabbed a finger at it.
"Look, see my kingdom? See what she destroyed. All of it. Gone. And why? Just to add one more grain of dust to the Nymph Queen's chalice."
He shrieks, a sound full of madness and sorrow that seems to stab through our ears and brains.
"And now she binds me here as a bauble for her servants to squabble over."
So then we asked him what the chalice was. The ghost shook his head.
"I don't know. Only that every time she destroys a kingdom, a new grain of dust falls into the cup. Mine was the first, but there have been so many since."
Asked him how best to fight Nerissa and her minions. The ghost laughed bitterly.
"By Nerissa, child, if I knew how to kill the Nymph Queen, would I still be trapped in this godforsaken crown? I can't take any direct action against her, even at the command of my bearer."
Paused thoughtful.
"Though I suppose her minions see my crown as a mark of station. The Gnurly Witch and the Wriggling Man fight over it incessantly. To see it in someone else's hands might fluster them, cause them to make a mistake at a crucial moment."
There was another pause, longer this time.
At last, in a softer voice, the ghost said, "Or, once you've left this place, you could command me to destroy this crown and set myself free." That made us all pause. We looked at each other, silently weighing our options, and then asked him what he would do if we set him free. His face softened, and for a moment we could see the kind leader he must have once been. I'd go on to my just rewards, I suppose. Be judged by Pharasma and join my people in the afterlife. So we...
Maxting, the face contorting horribly makes you want to reread T-Fishes, The Twisted Ones. So effing spooky. No less reminds you of The Mummy with the Sound Face. Oh yeah, that's a good movie. Maxting, the second's not the best either, but the first was the best. Yeah, I think the first Mummy movie was a genuinely fantastic action movie. Like, I think it's actually a better Indiana Jones movie than some of the Indiana Jones movies. Oh yeah, I'm probably going to finish up here when we're done with this just this moment and raid out, but I know what you all really come here for. I just spilt tea all over my phone, so that's great. Okay, I hope I haven't damaged my phone. Okay, cool. Okay, that's fricked up the screen calibration. You may laugh at my misfortune. Self-inflicted. Okay, that sorted it. And thank you all for rising for the BisectedBrioche stream national anthem. If you are hearing sound just then, it's because it getting splashed on made it open YouTube. And I think it was actually playing the last Nordmark video on Nick's channel. Which everyone should go and watch, by the way. Anyways, I'm going to set this guy free because I think he's suffered enough. The ghost stared at us.
Really?
Suddenly a smile spread across his face.
I do believe you actually mean that. In that case, all you have to do is speak my name, Leforiel, and order me to destroy the crown and free myself.
He frowned.
You'll need to do it in the presence of someone as powerful as Nerissa herself. One of the elders, perhaps, but they're not so terribly hard to find.
He bowed low, gesturing to the door forming in the mist once more.
Please return to your world with my thanks.
And with that, we pass through the door. Oh yeah, what's that last bit of loot? True crest flask. Okay, so I guess we're going to talk to Shaika. And then I'll wrap up the stream there. Oh, how convenient, he's just down there.
I wrote it like I saw it. Uh-huh.
Good loot around here. Okay, I hear something, so I'm gonna...
Fight back. Best kind of fight.
Right. Wow. Damn.
Which knife to use?
We could be in trouble here. It's not what I needed. Okay, their reflex saves are ridiculous.
They go down!
And there's a lot of them. Also, they can do that bullshit. Pardon my French. Disrupt undead. Okay, that was kind of pointless. Notice you barely remember anything of the Crystal Skull, but you'd rewatch the Mummy 3 times in a row rather than rewatch Crystal Skull once. Yeah, to be fair, I think the Crystal Skull was kind of meh, but something about the second, like the Temple of Doom, just rubs me the wrong way. Yeah, Shia LaBeouf's character wasn't great in it. And yeah, to be fair, he was quite good in holes. Okay, Max Sting's caught behind a 3-minute ad. Not ideal. Do I have anything here? Oh wait, I've got something. Miri, get back here.
Sister, protect me.
Oh yeah. Kind of. I think it's good that the kid who played short rounds getting acting work again now. Okay, I think it's frozen up. Go, fix it.
Sister,
I hate ghosts so much. Okay, 2 more rounds. Cast ball strength on myself. What have I got? Right. Their reflex saves are ridiculous. How long's a Miri frightened for? 3 rounds. Oh well, heal yourself.
This cannot be happening.
Okay, Knock Knock's fine again. It really has much but attack, but it's a shame Lindsay got taken out because she could have just used mass cure wounds and completely annihilated these guys.
Knock Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
This won't kill me.
Oh, and Zamiri's scared again.
I'm leaking right all over myself.
And this is what happens with action economy.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, Amiri's not raging. No wonder she's not been doing stuff she should be doing. I forgot I had the item attached to her that made her automatically rage when she needed to. And yes, what's an annoying fight? I mean, like I said, if Lindsay hadn't been taken out, I could have just massed cure moderate wounds them all to death, but
Won't kill me. I'll survive. I always survive.
hey, I guess I should have stealthed. But yeah, I guess I'll call the stream here and address that on Wednesday.
Just letting the ink dry.
So yep, thank you for dropping by, Maxting. Notice you have no idea what was going on or why I was fighting ghosts. Oh yeah, this was just another encounter. Like, I finished the encounter with the ghost guy and then just headed back to the quest giver. And Fierce, Silly Brioche, you called this stream Pathfinder Kingmaker approaching the endgame. Yeah, I failed to consider this. While this entire area has endgame vibes, I failed to consider, like, there's an entire area behind. It's behind. Yep, adios, fellow croissants. Clearing Crescent danger. Anyways, we'll find someone to raid. Oh, Nick's streaming some more Baldur's Gate, so that seems like a logical place to raid in. Guess the 4th edition game must have been postponed or something. It's cursedness. So yep, I'll be back on Wednesday with more Pathfinder Kingmaker. Keep an eye on my socials for more news about the cosplay related stuff. Hopefully I'll have the mould for the years finished by tomorrow. This Thursday will be more the death of Sonic the Hedgehog. Friday is going to be more D&D. And I think that's about it, really. Thanks as always for dropping by. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment and subscribe. Exactly, Tau Kitty, this game is very long. Like, I've been streaming since December. But yeah, I digress. Thanks for dropping by. We're going to raid in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Also, watch Netflix's The Mona.